Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Katie with Reynolds Budgets, and in today's video we are going to do a payday routine with me. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys do, please give me a big old thumbs up, leave me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys, and let's go ahead and dive in. So I did hit 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, so thank you to each and one of you guys. So if you guys saw my last videos earlier this week, I am doing a giveaway in each of my videos. So for today's giveaway, I have some items here. These are from Be the Happy Turtle. I'll have her info linked down below, but these are some saving challenges that are like menu related, and I think they're so super cute, and I wanted to share them with you. Then we also have a couple of challenges from my shop that I wanted to include. So if you comment the word pink, that's all you have to do to enter. Leave me something, what you guys are doing this weekend, and just make sure you have the word pink in there. And then you just have to be publicly subscribed. I will be checking if you guys are public. If you don't know how to double check that, I think you can Google it and it'll show you how to do it under your settings. You have to be 18 years or older, and USA only, just because I'm going to be mailing these out to you guys. So that is the giveaway. So we did some hefty spending this past weekend, you guys. I thought the week before was bad, but no. It's bad. So let's go ahead and go through some of these transactions. If this is the first time you are watching, I have transactions here color coded on the right, and then I go ahead and mark them where they belong. I do have a paper. I like to list them out and then add up. So the first one is Hannaford's, and I know that one is grocery right out the back. It is a local grocery store to us. Reynolds was spending, let's do Reynolds. And that was $28.51. I think I bought Tim a couple new shirts. Make sure I'm in frame with you guys. Dunkin' was out. We have a card that we just auto replenish. Capsis was pizza out, and that was $39.91. And then we do have allowance money. Sorry, we have deer walking around, and Honey is not a fan of that right now. So allowance got $150, and then Walmart was groceries for $26.16. So let me go ahead and highlight these days. Okay, so then we might just have to go back and see for the Amazon purchases what were business related and what was personal. The first thing is my nail polish I got because my nail lady canceled, and then I had to cancel on her. So I have signed up to get my own nail polish, so I'm hoping that will work. And that was $64.53. That was under spending. This was a Ko-fi membership. It came up weird, but it was $9, and I think I just put that under business. Sterling ink, that is planner related, that was $39.57. I'm just gonna put that under, well, allowance and spending is supposed to be the same thing, so let me change that. $28.51. Okay, so I signed up for their monthly subscription, so that was $39.57. I'm thinking about getting into journaling in a Hobonichi cousin for next year. I have been watching YouTube videos, and it looks very fun. I just bought a weekly Hobonichi, and I think I like it, so we'll see if I get the cousin and kind of like do like a journal in there. So let me know if you have used one before, and let me know how you like it. Etsy was $7.64, and that was business. And then Etsy again for $30.73. Okay, so we went to the Boot Barn. We have one of those if you guys have one. It's like a big Western store. They sell cowboy boots. shirts, apparel, all that good stuff. We went in there looking for Tim for a shirt, and we ended up buying me a pair of sparkly cowboy boots. I absolutely love them. They fit so nice, and I fell in love with them before we looked at the price tag. $300, you guys. Tim insisted we bought them, so we did. And I just can't, I've never spent that much on anything. Like, nothing like for apparel, like purses. No, that's just not me. So I'm still like sticker shocked on that. And yeah, here we are. I own a $300 pair of cowboy boots. So we have that. So we had to get a shirt for him at Carhartt, and that was $63.30. And then we did Chick-fil-A for $30.19. So that was Saturday. So we went to the big city, well, by us, and did a lot of shopping. So let me go ahead and highlight these items. Okay, so then for Sunday, we did go to town to do a couple of errands. We had Amazon for $4. Let me just flip back to my Chase transactions. That is where it says what it's for. So $4 was a video. I think my husband rented a video. So that was $4. So I'm gonna put that under spending. So $4. Etsy was $12.26, and I put that under business. Gas was $47. Tractor Supply was $57.45. So my husband needed more like long sleeve shirts. He did lose a bunch of weight, so we did that. Groceries was, we went to Sam's, $70.88, and then $3.78. And then we went to Target, and that was under spending $201. I cleaned my carpet. I cleaned my closet out in our bedroom, and it needed a new system. We live in a mobile home, so the walls aren't as strong. So we bought, I'll try to insert a picture of what it looks like. So we set that up, and oh my gosh, my closet looks so good. So let's go ahead and do some transactions. So business. So yeah, I'm very happy with spending the money in a sense, because it looks super good. But $200 and then $300 on boots, that's $500 right there. So spend the going out. No, we did gas. What color is gas? This is teal. And then Sam's, I'm just gonna do under groceries. Sam's groceries, purple. Okay, so then Monday was my birthday. I did spend $53.35 on Pretty Plan. I wanted to buy some planner stuff. And then Boot Barn, my husband bought a shirt online for $41.68. So those were both spending days. I'm telling you guys, we spent a lot of money today, or this week. Okay, let me check these Amazon purchases on the 16th. I think they were all business related, but I just need to double check. So 16, yeah, they were all business. Let me see if there's any that are not business from Amazon. No. Okay, so Amazon, $28.47, $40.87. I think I had to buy new envelopes. $10.54. So DXL was $56.37. More Tim's clothes. And Amazon, $49.59. That was business. So we have one spending, and then the rest was business. Okay, so then the next day, I had a Sam's Club order. I buy their cardstock there, and that was $56.89 for the business. Amazon, $22.45 was business, $34.46. And then Etsy was $20.21 for business. And then we did sign up for a car wash. I'm going to cancel it. It was $5 for 2 months, but now it's like $37.99, and I don't want to pay for it. So I am going to put it under spending, even though it's like a bill. But I'm hoping that we can cancel it and not have to pay it going forward. Okay, so that was our transactions going from Friday to Thursday. So now I'm going to go ahead and add these up and then put them in my check-in week that I have here, my weekly check-in page, and see how we did. I already know that we are negative in a lot, so let's go ahead and add these up. Okay, so we have our figures. So we're going to go ahead and go to week 3 business. We started out negative was $95.40. We did add $200 last week to our business. So we have $200, and then we spent this week $300, and I'm going to just round up, so it's $324. So spending, we had a balance left of $150, and you guys, look at that number, $1,114.75. Like, I don't even think this is a budget anymore. Like, I think this is just keeping track of my spending, because clearly we're not budgeting squat. Okay, gas, $47. I mean, that started with 407, so at least that category is going to be way lower. Going out had 284 left. We spent 120.10. And then groceries, we had a balance of 286, and we spent 145. Oh shoot, I was going to round up the change, but I did not. And then miscellaneous, I don't think we had anything miscellaneous, so we're just going to say 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and calculate these. Business, let's do 200, and then it was negative 94.40 equals, 95.40. 200 minus 95.40. So then we're going to subtract 324, because that's what we spent. So we are negative 219.40 cents for this week on our business supplies. Spending, we spent $1,114.75 minus 150. So that was a negative $964.75, which is just so crazy to me, you guys. So crazy. Gas, we started with 407. We spent 47 this week, so we have 360. Going out, we had 284 to start with. We spent 121, so we have 163. And then groceries, 286 minus 146. We have 140 remaining, and then miscellaneous, we have 46 remaining. So let's go ahead and add these up. We're going to add our addition, we added $200. And then our money we spent, let's go ahead and add that up for this week. So we spent $1,751.24. It was my $300 cowboy boots and my $200 shelving unit. So that's $500 right there. That's just crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these together. So let's add our positives first and then our negatives. So our budget right now, we are negative $475.15 altogether. But I know this looks confusing, and I'm still like wrapping my head around it. So we are spending money on our checking. Well, we're spending money in our checking account and on our Chase card. Our Chase card does the large amount of the transactions. So a lot of this is sitting on our Chase card, and once we get paid, we pay a lot of it off. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Well, I can kind of show you. So I'm going to do my budget here in a minute, but we did on Friday this week. Where am I going? Okay, so these are our Chase transactions on the card. So from last paycheck right here, we did a payment of $450, and that took care of all the transactions that we spent. And then here, starting on 9/13, and then I have all the transactions marked down. We actually put $2,300 to the credit card, and that covered enough of the check-in that were negative. if that makes sense. Like I should add, since we did pay on the credit card, that we added money to it. But I think that's just going to confuse me, you guys. So I'm not going to. But when I do my end of month, check-in and everything, I think we will see like how much we actually paid towards the Chase card balance and how much we actually spent in our spending categories. I'm hoping that makes the most sense. Otherwise, I don't know if I will continue doing these check-in pages. Maybe just go over my spending. But yeah, so let's go ahead and go over my paycheck breakdown for this week. So my husband and I both got paid. And I think we're done with this. So let me put it off to the side so we don't have to look at it. Okay, I do have a little cheat sheet up here off to the side that I have to refer to. Etsy this week, we budgeted $130. That's kind of just like my lowest that I budget. And we actually received... How much did we received $600, but then we took out $200 from our business savings. So I'm going to put $800 altogether. And then my paycheck, my budget was $990 and I brought in $986. And then Tim, we budgeted $617, and this is after he pays his bills from his paycheck, and he actually brought in $872. And then I have money sitting in my Venmo balance. And then I didn't know this, but if you have money sitting in there, I was just going to save it and use it for Honey's daycare when she goes, because it's $25 and I just Venmo her. But I have other bills, like we pay our tick and mosquito guy from there, and I can only take it from that balance. Otherwise, it won't let me take it from my checking account. So I did go ahead and transfer everything I had in my Venmo into the checking, which was $169. So I'm going to include that here too. So Venmo. So, and I spelled that wrong. Let me go ahead and give this a total. Okay, so that is oops, where'd it go? Oh, goodness. So $2,827. So our bills, we have pet insurance, that's $25 a month. Spectrum is $70. I have a Cricket subscription it's $11. I will be canceling that soon. Our bug guy is $50 for the ticks and mosquitoes. CNP, we budget $200 a month, but this month it was $137. So I'm putting $38 in the second part of our payment. And then our garage, our second half is $125. And then we have our Peloton, and that is Peloton. $26. And then my XM radio, that price went up. So we have to add $19. But my husband did call them yesterday and we got that lowered down back to like $8 a month. So I was happy with that. So let's go ahead and add these up. So that is $364. So 28.27 minus 364 is 24.63. So our spending, I guess, for this week, groceries, we budgeted $100 for. Gas, we do $100. Out, we did $100. Katie's spending, I'm going to skip it just because we did so much spending last weekend. I'm not giving myself any cash. And then Tim's spending is $100. I will always give him $100 each month or each week just because he works so hard for us. So that is $400. So $24.63 minus 400 is $20.63. $20.63. Okay, so our sinking funds, we have our minis. We budgeted $40. We're actually going to put $50 towards our minis. Sinking funds, we're going to put $150 towards. Christmas, we put $200 into our Christmas savings. Our groomers, we put $50 towards, and then house cleaner is $75. Our pets is $25. And then down here I have scratch offs. I'm just gonna put 0 and I have them separated out. So we have a new category, which is gonna be baby. We have a good friend having a baby shower in November and she's due in February. So I have a new envelope for her. And then we have our Christmas. scratch, and that gets 11. Oops, let me put that 10 over there. And then our credit card, scratch, got $20. I think that is everything. So let me go ahead and add this up. So that is $591. So 2063 minus 591 is 1472. So 1472. So this is our debt. So our balance transfer card, we put $150 to each week. So 150, and then our Chase card, we put, and I think that 1,000 was from these each week. I haven't been putting them onto the Chase card. So whenever we spent money on the Chase, so I had like, right now we have, well, minus Tim's allowance, 300 in the checking account to cover these transactions. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, you guys. So let's see, 1,300 plus 150 is 1,450, and we had 1,472, so that leaves us a balance of $22 for rollover in our checking account. So that is our breakdown for this week, and let's go ahead and do the cash portion. So this is my sinking funds savings. I use this the most. This is kind of like my high priority, and I do have it each buck to go ahead and add money to. Let's go ahead and set the cash out first, I think. Okay, I did put mini Monday money in here because it was $50 in one, so I just went ahead and put that in there. Sinking funds is getting 150, so we have 20, 40, 60. Let's do 80, 90, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. I think that is a good mix for that. We have groomers is getting $50, and she is empty. So we have 20, 40, and 50 to go towards our groomer appointment next time. And then we have our H-Buck. We have 1 adding in here. So I don't think I have a marker. So I'm just going to go ahead and color in with this purple one, even though it doesn't match. So don't come at me. All right, so we have, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 27 in our little H-Bucks. And this is just the H on the dollar bill. We are saving towards our house, hopefully purchase next year or the year after. And I believe that is everything in here. So this is my low priority. This dashboard is from Veronica at Weekly Budget. So stinking cute. Pets, we are adding $25 to. Pets are expensive, and Honey did get kennel cough from her daycare. So she is homesick. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15, 20, 1, and 2. She did get the vaccine, so it hasn't been bad, but she just has to quarantine now for 2 weeks. Sam's Club is getting skipped, but I really should have put money in here because we did go to Sam's and spent a lot of money this past weekend. My Funny Money is getting skipped. Gift is skipped. House Cleaners is getting 75. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and 75. And she does come this week, so that is good to have this money in here. And I'll probably make some change somewheres when I can, so I don't give her all these 5s. HP Inc. is all set, and so is our phone bill. We have this new challenge from Budget with Maddie. It's so sneaking cute. So we are going to do the $10 here this week. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and circle in the circle. $10. I think this will save us $100. So we have 10 saved so far. She actually works with me as well. So I have 2 showers to go to. So I might split it up, do $50 and $50. So we will see. Okay, so then we have our scratch offs, you guys. So we are finishing this one from Taylor at a little of it all. We had $11, I believe, going into our Christmas. Yes. So we are finished with this. So let's go ahead and get 11 and see how much it saved us. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, and $49. So that is super exciting. I might actually put this towards my end of month allocation. So we're going to put Christmas. Oh, it says 45, but I have 49. So maybe I did my math wrong somewhere, but that's okay. All right, so I'll put this towards the end of the month. And then we have a new challenge. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. So this is from Veronica. This is part of her Happy Mail. So if you do not know what your Happy Mail looks like, oh my gosh, don't look at it yet. I didn't know there was a back side, so I think I might just do this one. But yeah, so oh my gosh. Okay, so let's go ahead and scratch for next week, and let's roll a dice. I have a dice here. Let's do a little bigger dice. Let's do, what's this one? A 20-sided dice? No, let's do this one. So we're going to do this and that. So $8 and 3. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's good. So I'm going to put an 8 here. So we need $11 for next week. And let me go ahead and write that here. So we have Christmas. We need $11 for next week's budget. But so stinking cute. Thank you so much, Veronica, for this. I think I am going to use Taylor's envelope still. I might hole punch this in here. We will see. But right now, I don't want this. I know black stickers kind of get messy, so I'm just going to put that up front. And then I did update my tracker for 3,000. I think we are at 895 out of the 3,000. So we are getting there. We still have a couple more months, so hopefully we can keep on track with that. Our credit card is getting $20. I think I'm going to do these 2 spots, but I need different colors. So let me go ahead and grab a couple of different markers. Okay, so I think we're going to do this 15 and this 5. So let's do this dark teal and purple maybe, if I have them. Yes. Okay, let's do purple here. All right, so that is $20 getting added. So 5, 10, and 20. And let's go ahead and give this a count and see where we are now. Our goal is to save $500 with this one. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 2, 5, and 10. So 210. So that's very exciting. We are just about halfway done. And then I do have some money left. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I have this from the Cafecito budget. I freaking love her over there. Go check out her channel. This is available on her Ko-fi. I believe I purchased it, but we're going to do her sections. And I can't remember how much this saves altogether. I thought I had the front sheet, but I don't. I think maybe 200, but this is so stinking cute. So this is going towards our down payment. So we have $9. I think I'm going to do 5 and 4. Cute. So this will set us for this week. And I'm going to put this one in this here. Do I want to do that? I don't know, you guys. Let's just put it here. Beautiful. So we have money in the bank. We have $100. And then our student loans, I don't have a scratch off because I'm hoping we can get our mini Mondays to get this paid off. But yeah, so that was it for that. And I think that is it for my paycheck routine, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Let me know what you guys are doing down below. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.